Hi everyone, we're going to graph y equals 1/2 raised to the x power and discuss this information here. These two have to do with the end behavior we're going to look at and the symmetry, and these two go together. And this basically just means where's y positive and where's y negative. So basically the first thing I want to do is a table of values here. And when I graph it, I'm going to go ahead and put -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. So basically 1/2 to the -2 is actually 2 squared, which is 4. All right? And 1/2 to the -1 is actually 2 to the first power, which is 2. And then these are just going to be the same. So 1's going to be 1/2, and 2's going to be 4. No, it's be 1/4. Sorry. So this would be 1/4. So when I graph this, -2 goes to 4. So -2 is going to map to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. -1 is going to map to 2. 0, did we even do 0? 0 is not right. 0 goes to 1. Did y'all catch that? Anything to the 0 power equals 1. All right? So we get 1. And then it's going to taper down here. Goes to the 1/2. So basically, it goes like, oops. I'm trying to draw from the left. All right, so basically, kind of goes down like this. We have a horizontal asymptote at y equals 0 here. That's y equals 0. Now, the domain, we can put anything in for the domain. So the domain is all real numbers, and the range is y is greater than 0, because we're starting at our horizontal asymptote there. There's no zeros, so no zeros. Where is y positive? Y is positive in quadrant 2 here. So y is positive from -infinity to infinity. So y is positive from -infinity to infinity. It's not negative. There's no negatives in quadrant 3 or quadrant 4 for y, because y is positive in quadrant 1 and 2. All right, let's talk about the end behavior. The end behaviors, we're looking at this, looking at each piece. So here, as y approaches infinity, gets bigger and bigger, x is approaching, going to the left. That means to -infinity. And let's look at this side now. We're going to look at this part. As y approaches infinity here, x approaches infinity. So you're looking at both pieces here. All right? Now, what are we going to do? The symmetry, there's no symmetry. So the function's not, it's neither. Neither even or odd. Because there's no symmetry to the y-axis or to the origin. Okay, the inverse, all we're going to do is switch the x and the y. So our table for the original function was -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, which was 4, 2, 1, 1/2, 1/4. All right? So it was something like this. -2 went to 4. All right, so it's something like this. All right, and to do the inverse, then we just switch the x and the y. So 4 maps to -2, 2 maps to -1, 1 maps to 0, 1/2 maps to 1, and 1/4 maps to 2. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 maps to -2, 2 maps to -1, 1 maps to 0, 1/2 maps to 1, and so forth. So it's like this. It comes up through here and kind of goes down like this. All right? Which reflects over the y equals x. Okay, this purple here is actually a log function. So it's log in the basis 1/2 of y equals x. Okay? So the next thing we have to do is transformations. And the way you do transformations is the general form is y equals 1/2 to the x minus h plus k. So this is your horizontal and this is your vertical. And if I graph this again, something like this, that's your parent function. All right, we're going to shift this to the right by 2. So basically, I'm going to write y equals 1/2 to the x minus 2. That means I'm just shifting my points over by 2. And so it's something like this. You just shift it over by 2. And there it is. Same horizontal asymptote at y equals 2. Now to do a vertical shift, let's do a vertical shift down. Let's go down by 3. So we go minus 3. So I'm going to take my parent function and go down by 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And right here it was 1, 2, 3. So it's basically the horizontal asymptote is going to be at y equals 3. So it's basically like this. That means my range changed. Means instead of y is greater than 0, it's now y is greater than -3. The domain didn't change. Okay, that's all of this one. The next one we're going to do is y equals e to the x, which is very similar to y equals 2 to the x. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.